So is this like the, is this the way the neighborhood police say hello to you all the time?
See how close? Okay, now he's gonna go in the backyard. He's gonna circle and go around to my backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Cool. Yeah.
But he's come as close as right where those lines are.
Oh, really?
That telephone pole. He's been as close as that.
Well, he circled you 3 times here just for a second. Letting you
this
know.
is nothing.
He's backing off now, I guess.
So close. Yeah, he's way far from what he's been before. He's getting a little shy. But he might come by.
So they've got nothing. Oh, here he's coming again. See, they've got nothing better to do than to harass, you know, old black ladies, you know, trying to grow their medicine in their backyard. Oh, here we go again.
Oh, he really sees us now. See, now they'll come and sit right above that telephone pole. Just stop right there and just sit.
Yeah, I wonder who he's watching.
I don't know. Just
Oh, here we go, circling the house.
when he gets out.
Hmm.
When he gets out. Oh, he went around a long way around this time. He wanted to really fool you. Make you think he's just surveilling the neighborhood. It has nothing to do with Sister Somyah.
It's nice how they circled your house though like 3 times.
LAPD guilty. Excessive force in our community. LAPD guilty. Oh, he's really a good shot now. He's really
He wants to say hello to you. Jeez, they love you, don't they? Oh God, it's almost ridiculous.
Creating a nation rise. Creating a nation today. When weak I had nothing before, when weak I had known none before. Quite some time now since I've learned my true identification. I've got a nation to raise. I've got a nation to raise. Creating a nation rise. creating a nation today. When I had none before, I had none before. Creating a nation today. Creating a nation rising. Creating a nation rising. Creating a nation today.
Yeah. So what is this thing that you're making here? I'm looking at it, but
Keep the youth stay busy, being free, making body high scrubbies. For your body, your homie, your doggy, or your kitty. Buy a body high scrubby. Body high scrubby. Hemp is hip, chemical free. Body high scrubby. Use your body high scrubby. Buy your body high scrubby. Get your body high scrubby, but don't smoke it, please.
yeah, that's really cute. I know what that is now. A body high scrubby, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And the little hole in the middle there, is that for what? Place
That's
to...
for soap. If
Huh.
you want to.
Oh, nice. Made by Sister Somyah herself.
Yeah.
Check that out.
These are different styles. Now this is Chi-Chi style. It's the Sankofa bird style. See?
Oh, it looks like a garlic piece.
Like a little bird. See?
That's the Nigerian style right there.
Well, it's a Nigeritian style.
Nigeritian
style.
Nice.
All of it's Nigeritian style because they're made with Nigeritian hands. Okay. This is the scrub brush growl, and I've got the man size. This is the medium, small size. You know,
Right.
ladies and stuff. And another scrub brush, some more scrub
Now,
brush
yeah,
styles.
what are these? They look like kind of, there's a handle to them and all.
Yeah, these are scrub brush styles.
You could even put like
big
just,
hands.
you could even just like hang that from
Make
your,
baskets.
knob and put soap in it like
Yeah,
that
we
too.
used to put soap, and then we used to put a bottle of oil, hemp seed oil, and a cookie,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and use it like a little care package and go to the hospital
Mm-hmm.
and visit sickle cell patients.
Ah. You say that you've actually met young girls too that have had sickle cell anemia, right?
Oh yes, young girls and young boys, children, all babies, some infants, but most of the ones I know that I've been working with for the last 10 years, I've watched them grow from babies 6 and 7 years old to now they're 17 and 18 years old, you know.
Right. When you learned about medical marijuana, was it at the hospital?
No, and my father saw what Demerol was doing to me, and he also saw that I liked to smoke pot. He gave me my first joint at 21, by the way.
Okay.
It was like when I was a young teenager, I took a puff, laughed, and forgot about it. When I was about 14. When I was about 16, my father gave me a ride to the library, and I kept smelling something. I said, Dad, something smells like grass is burning. So he says, I look over at him, and I see this little tinge of fire coming from his finger, and his hand, he's got his pinky out, and he's driving. And then I'm not even noticing that it's called a roach or anything. My father smoked, so he couldn't have been smoking anything.
Right.
I didn't realize what I was saying. I smelled grass burning. He turns to me and says, if I ever catch you with this shit, I'll kill you.
Really?
So I didn't think. I was 16, didn't think of it. 17, didn't think of it. 18, didn't think of it. 19. Got into the service at 18, 19.
Oh, you were in the
I was
service?
in the Air Force.
I didn't know that. Wow.
And it was a little time to party. Take a couple of puffs off a joint, but that was it.
Was there a war or anything that happened when you were in the service? Or anything?
Vietnam War.
You were in Vietnam in a way.
I wasn't in Vietnam. I was stateside here.
Wow.
I was an aircraft controller and warning operator. In other words, 9/11 would never happen if Somyah was on scope. Somebody was sleeping on that scope.
No kidding. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Good to hear. Black Panther, Air Force person, and having sickle cell anemia. Basically, I'm sure a lot of people out there have seen that, like, your cells start to change shape. Does marijuana somehow, like, help constrict the cells or make it to where...
Just the opposite of constrict. Constrict means just tighten them up.
Right.
The cannabis, the properties in the cannabis, now I haven't seen it under any microscope, but my inner vision tells me the properties of cannabis expands the vessels. The properties of cannabis put to sleep the violent episodes of pain, that the thrombotic pain, the body chewing type pain.
And that's what sickle cell does?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
In fact, in West Africa, there are words for sickle cell called chwe chwe chwe. That means the sound of the crying child. Another one is edit, means body beaten up. And airway means body chewing. So those are, metaphors, words to describe the pain
Of sickle
of
cell.
sickle cell.
And to treat you, doctors give you what?
Demerol.
Demerol? Is that like morphine?
Yeah, a cocktail would be Demerol and Vistaril.
Wow.
That's a synthetic morphine, Demerol. Synthetic opiate.
Okay.
Morphine is my thing. Since I'm a naturalist, I'm going to naturally go to the most natural form of pain medicine. That's either giving me straight opium or real morphine.
Right.
Okay, until my father saw how the Demerol was affecting me.
Right.
I mean, hollering, screaming, and crying, and just not getting along with anything or anybody, not even being able to function to take care of my own children. And he sent me home one day with a shopping bag of marijuana, of cannabis.
Huh.
And my mother said, "Why did you send my baby home with all this stuff?" And my father says, "I sent my baby home with all that stuff because if that stuff keeps my baby off that shit, then I'll grow acres of it." So my mother,
Sounds like a pretty loving dad to me.
yeah, my mother just submitted, when she smelled that funny smell, she never asked anymore, "What is that I smell?" Something smells like it's burning. She never said anything else.
Demerol and morphine, is it hard when you come off of it?
Oh, those are the hardest to come off.
What's that feeling like? Like you have a sickle cell attack, is it?
Yeah, like you're having another sickle cell crisis. Exactly. How'd you know? The nausea, the bone ache, the withdrawals is, you ask any junkie, just give me some more dope, I'll pass today. I'd rather not withdraw today. Let's do it another day.
Right.
As far as withdrawing. Well, cannabis alleviates the anxiety once you give it a chance. Once it's in your system and at a high level, along with some other herbs we use. We have another combination of valerian root, hops, and mistletoe.
What does that do?
We fuse that into a tonic that suppresses the withdrawal symptoms.
Oh, from the prescribed drugs.
From the prescribed opiates, yes.
So it sounds like you use a myriad of
herbs.
Herbs, yeah.
And Nigeritian traditional medicine. The cannabis just happens to be the most controversial.
Right.
Say the ibogaine, the iboga root. You've heard of the ibogaine?
No.
Iboga root is akin to Gabon in Nigeria, West Africa, Gabon. And this root has been used for over 5,000 years to, what is that word? Annihilate any kind of fears and
Anxiety.
any kind of paranoia, any kind of dementia a person may have, including addiction, because addiction is a form of dementia.
Okay.
You get trapped in a hole and just get stupid. You can't escape. And this hallucinogenic root in 33 hours gives you this dream state. And a spiritual guide comes from this room that takes you through every facet of your life, probably from your womb.
Oh, wow.
You have cellular memory recall.
It's like a peyote experience or something. Or...
Is that right? I've never had it.
Well, let us say, some of that natural, good old U.S. American cactus coming at you. So,
Yes, I would imagine it's like peyote or mushroom, because mushroom helped me detox from morphine as well, along with Dr. Jerry Rose, who jumped in the jacuzzi with me with, mushroom and a big bong of Brother Richard Davis's Somyah.
Somyah.
Yeah, it's a plant that he grows. It's a strain of plant that I've claimed as Somyah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Named after yours truly?
Yeah, named after yours truly.
Oh, well, I dig that.
Yeah.
Have you got to smoke it?
Yeah, you were smoking the leaf of it.
Oh, really?
And some of the bud of it, that I found with the stems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'd explain that as kind of a uppity,
Yeah. Yeah.
nature appreciating type of plant.
Yes, it is. You have a nice sense of well-being with that plant. It goes into the bones. Mm-hmm. And so our Nigeritian keef, which is the Somyah is a Nigeritian keef too, it specializes in pain, bone pain. So we've learned how to work with this cannabis in every kind of way we can, from the seed to the fruit.
Amazing. Something that we can talk about, because it's kind of interesting. Sister Somyah right now is in kind of a case of limbo. They're going to be giving her plants back from when they confiscated them, like, what, a couple of years ago?
June 19th.
June 19th of this year.
Of 2001.
2001.
Yeah, they said they wanted to give
Are
me
these
that
the
property.
plants you were arrested for?
No.
No.
The plants I was arrested for was October 5th, 2001.
Oh.
4 months later.
So what the situation is that they're giving her plants back, and at the same time she's having to go to trial for plants from 4 months later.
It's a claim for damages that's being adjudicated that we filed after the June hater raid. We filed a claim for damages accusing the LAPD of having conspiracy to destroy the work of the crescent line self for sickle cell. Actually, a conspiracy to defy a state law.
Right. Proposition 215, which is now California Safe and Health Code 1136 2.5, exactly. And you having sickle cell anemia, you are legal to grow.
I'm one of those other illnesses that get otherwise unattainable relief
Right.
from cannabis.
So did they raid you during the day or during the night, or how was it?
They raided me in June or in October? Which one?
Well, both times,
Well,
actually.
the hater raids both were done in the morning. The June hater raid was done like 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. The October hater raid was done like 8:30. But however, the October hater raid took over 24 hours to happen. October 4th, 2 o'clock in the morning, helicopter came, like the one you saw today.
Right.
Comes down, lights in the backyard like it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 2 in the morning.
Right.
So I called, and I said, there's these hoodlums in my backyard, all dressed in black, shining flashlights. I don't know. I think they want my plants. I'm compliant with 215. Please don't let them take my medicine. Operator 550 says, don't worry, man. We're not going to let anybody take your medicine, your plants. Within a minute, the helicopter was gone, and police cars were backing up, going down the street backwards.
No kidding.
That's right. So we're subpoenaing that conversation, and hopefully, that'll be a ace in the hole.
Now, the first time that you're arrested, of last year. Did you have to do any time for that?
I did 60 days, not the first time. No, I arrested October. Yes, I did 60 days.
60
The
days.
June,
2 months,
The
huh?
June haterade, they didn't have to take me to jail. They just took my plans.
So you were found not guilty and they dropped charges of that after you did your 2 months, correct?
No.
No?
No, we're going to trial.
Over that?
We're going to trial, kiddo. We're going to trial for that October 5th. They took 28 plants. Said they didn't think I needed that much.
28 plants.
Charged me with possession for sales, cultivation, manufacturing, not methamphetamine, but hash oil, but under the methamphetamine law, whatever that
So you're
charge
getting
is.
a meth charge and you're only making hemp oil?
Yeah, I'm not getting. I'm getting a manufacturing charge somehow attached with the meth law, but applying to hemp oil.
To hemp oil?
Yet the DA is calling him seed oil, hash oil.
Really? Now hemp oil.
Applied to hash oil, rather.
You're
My
using hemp oil
correction, hash oil.
probably for what, like
Taking a bath,
skin cream?
rubbing on your body,
Right,
in your bones,
right.
taking a bath, drinking in my coffee, making cookies.
I hear it's the only oil that has like all the natural amino acids and also the alpha linoleic and
The highest source
yeah, it's the highest source and
Highest
best for your
source?
skin.
in any one single plant.
Hmm.
So what can I say?
So part of your house is now destroyed, I guess, by the invasion from the police.
A big portion of my house from 1997 raid, the 1998 raid, the 2000 raid, 2001 raid.
Right. And they never bothered to like buy you new latches on your doors or anything like
Never
that, did
even
they?
it occurred to me to even ask him. I don't want him to come back again.
Well, Californians, you make up your mind. We voted on Prop 215, which is now California Safe and Health Code 1136 2.5. And this is how we're treating our patients. Sister Somyah here has sickle cell anemia. It works for her, but yet, as a result, they've destroyed her home. They've come in, invaded her space, invaded her property. They tell us that we cannot be negligent of the law. There's no excuse for that. And they lock us into jail. Well, what happens when they do that to us? And we are sick, and we are dying.
It's killing us.
She's been in jail before, and she's been innocent. Now, when you're in jail, did your sickle cell pop up?
Absolutely. I was in jail. I was in the hospital 3 times. Hospitalized 3 times while I was in jail.
Really?
Yes.
And what did they give you?
In that 2 months. Morphine. From Motrin to morphine.
Motrin and morphine.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Then
Now,
back to Motrin again.
and morphine's kind of hard to get off of too, right?
Yeah, morphine. I'm not a very nice person. Even though my pain, I can sleep.
Right.
But I'm not a very pleasant person. The Motrin makes me bleed, gives me internal bleeding, so then I get bruises. It doesn't help the pain very much either.
Right, so why take it?
Yeah,
Some
why
experimental
play with
drug.
me? Yeah. Hemp seed oil is the best anti-inflammatory. Has the most effective anti-inflammatory properties of any drug that I know, of any other substance I know. An anti-inflammatory like Motrin or aspirin even has to be taken over a period of time to fairly give it a chance to work.
Just really quickly, I hear you have a public defender for your case.
Well, he's a court-appointed attorney.
Okay.
Almost the same difference because he works for the same state that's trying to take me out.
Your case is going to be on February 28th, correct? That's when we go back?
Yes, we come back.
One of the police officers on.
Oh, I was, actually.
Maybe you can send me a still or something. Is this too much? I don't know. Is this too much?
Oh, God. Take a minute.
I can't share. It's just like I can't share my
Totally.
Dilantin. I have other medicines too. I can't share that. So. I'm the director of the Association of Patient Advocates. I'm here to support Sister Somyah. Unfortunately, she has no business being arrested in the first place. People like her, what's happening is that the people who passed this law didn't realize that it's up to the people who qualify under the law to fight it out in courts now. So this means that sick people, people who are ill and dying and disabled, are being forced to fight it out in court, as if life isn't tough enough for people with these problems to have to defend themselves and their right to be able to use this law, even though 5 years after the law has been passed, it is just so ridiculous. And so now we have somebody who is ill and sick that's being thrown into jail and being forced to subject to the tortures of jail, and now to go through the harassment of court and to be being dragged down here and to be accused of doing something, of breaking the law, when all she did was try to comply with the law. What's happening is patients are doing everything. They're getting their documentation, but police are doing nothing. They're not researching it. One time I heard the prosecutor say that ignorance is no excuse of the law. Unfortunately, that doesn't apply to judges and police, and so we have these people who are being doctors or police and officers and who are being asked to be doctors and qualified to do things that they're not qualified to do. They have no business determining whether a person is sick. That should be up to doctors. It's not up to police, it's not up to judges to decide who is sick and who is not. But we're being forced to go into court and prove our illnesses, and if you don't have a specific illness that everybody recognizes, watch out. What I've learned here at Sister Somyah is pretty much the same, as that if you have a public defender, you really have a slim chance of winning. It's just the only way to win is if you pay, if you have a lot of money. It's like our system is set up to where if you have money, you have all the rights in the world. But if you don't have money, then you must use these public pretenders and these people who, are so overburdened and have no knowledge of the law in the first place.
Right.
It's like starting from scratch. So you have people who have money get caught with large amounts, tremendous amounts, and they have the charge dropped against them. And then you have people like Somyah that have a certain amount, have a recognizable amount.
Now, what kind of sickness does she have?
She has sickle cell anemia.
Wow.
The problem with sickle cell is that it's not generally recognized as a disease, because only, I think, 70,000 people have the disease.
Wow.
It's not because there aren't millions of people with the disease. It's not as recognized. It's not in the news. It's not as a big deal.
Doesn't that shorten your life too? And you have cells that look like sickles, and it causes a lot of pain, I think, throughout the body.
Throughout your body, nerve pain, all the things that, and this is something that you're going to have to live with all your life. So if you're taking painkillers, if I'd taken Vicodin or Darvocet or all these drugs that they want to take us, if I'm young, I had to take it for the rest of my life. Like my condition, I have post-polio and epilepsy.
You have polio and epilepsy?
I had polio. I was post-polio.
Huh.
And I have chronic pain, back pain. So you're asking people to take a drug that...
Does it help you out with polio?
It helps. I have scoliosis and arthritis, and it helps me with the back pain. It helps me with my joint pain.
Huh.
The medications I take, Dilantin, to keep the seizures down, cause nausea and loss of appetite, so I can keep my weight up through it.
Wow.
Because I have epilepsy, I can't take muscle relaxers and painkillers.
Ah.
And so
what does it do?
They can trigger seizures.
Ah.
But again, even if I could, if I numb myself out and I go out, I can actually damage myself because I'm doing things that I shouldn't be doing.
Right.
And again, if I start taking these over the years, I'm going to develop a tolerance. I'm going to start developing side effects to these medications.
Dependent on really harsh core drugs.
And you have to use more and more and switch to different drugs. And again, I'm going to live a long time.
Right. Now, I guess it's because Marinol's not as effective for you as marijuana, is it?
I use Marinol for certain things, for the appetite, for the nausea.
Right.
I use it. It helps me when I'm sleeping. I toss and turn a lot because of the joint pain. I have a lot of pain and it wakes me up in the middle of the night. If I take Marinol, it helps me sleep through the night.
Okay.
But if I take a Marinol, if I'm feeling pain right now, and I've and I take a Marinol, I have to wait 45 minutes
Right.
in order to, like right now, I'm feeling pain right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to medicate.
Oh.
Right here in front of the courthouse. I should be able to do this anywhere somebody can smoke cigarettes. I
Right.
should be able to smoke my medicine. It is a law. We passed it 5 years ago.
So you don't feel like it's taking a big risk? Is it like maybe saying that you're on their property? But I guess other people are smoking cigarettes out here, so...
I've been caught 4 times going into court because I've been called to testify several times.
Right.
And 4 different times I've been caught. And all 4 times it's been returned to me. I've had them give it back to me.
Wow. Very amazing.
So what am I supposed to be?
Oh, you don't have to do anything. Was it a tough day? But I wish you didn't have to have this day. How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels very invaded. I feel invaded
Uh-huh.
because to find out that I have to reveal names of people, or
You have to?
they want me to bring people forth who can say that they're part of an organization that only really that I thought it up in my head, and they've seen literature
Huh.
on such an organization, something that I've been proposing.
Now, I heard you say something about your neighborhood, so are they trying to blend your neighborhood?
Well,
Or,
my neighborhood is South Central LA.
right? No,
It just seems that the LAPD should find a real job and
Totally.
beside what's that? Being in defiance of a law.
Right. In other words, they say ignorance of the law doesn't matter, but yet they can be ignorant of
The
the law.
same thing with them, ignorance of the law.